getting like
Oh,
it's time
I'm
for another
stuck.
coffee.
Yeah, I think we might have to. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to Coffee and Conversation at Performers Hub. And we're going to go on with a segue into the 5-minute rule. We talked, last one, we talked about the inner game, you mentally preparing yourself and getting yourself there mentally as well as physically. But also, now, we're going to talk about...
Pockets of time. Let's call it pockets of time.
Pockets of time, yeah, that's a
good
great
one.
way of putting it.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I know that you are someone, you like to, if you've got a project or something to do, you like to have a clear day to do it, or, a good couple of hours.
Yeah, well, it's probably because we have 6 kids. I'm trying to find a space somewhere.
But precisely because we've got 6 kids, I'm here to tell you there is another way.
But you're better at, I have to say, Kate is a master at this. So really listen hard. Really listen hard.
Oh, no, well.
You are.
Look, it's come from, what is it? Necessity being the source of invention or something like that. When you've got a lot of children, you obviously don't have a lot of time, especially when they're growing up. And now they're older and we got time to do this. And
which is lovely. Yeah.
But as they were growing, and especially when they were very little and I was still performing shows, for instance, I had to find ways to squeeze in the work that I was doing around them. And I've done it as a performer, I've done it as a writer and a composer, and less so as a teacher, because a teacher, I have to have my energy focused on my students, so they have to be out of the way.
Yeah.
But I discovered that, I possibly even knew this before, I don't know, but you can take a very short amount of time and accomplish something. If you know it's coming and you want to do it. Like, for instance, you're learning, like if I'm having to learn piano accompaniments, and there's always the easy bits that you could just sit down and write and read, and there's the hard bits that you have to practice, and they're usually relatively short phrases. So if I've got 5 or 10 minutes, I will go and just play that and work on it for 5 or 10 minutes. And then I'll come back later and do another 5-10 minutes.
And finish the cooking.
Yeah, cooking. I've learned shows whilst washing up and cooking. You have the script there, you take a couple of lines, you memorize it, and then you go round and churn around while you're chopping carrots. And, you can, it's multitasking.
Well, it must be the same for students as well.
Yeah.
They're having to do so many things all at once and be in so many places.
Oh, yeah.
And even between classes, if you're going from one class and you've got to walk to the other end of the campus, what could they be doing?
Learning a line.
Or a part of a song that you find difficult, going through it in your head. I mean, there's all sorts of ways that you could utilize your time. Don't wait until you get home, like I used to do. Don't wait until you get home. Just do it while you can, any spare minute.
Look, it has heaps of benefits, immense benefits, because number one, you're actually getting stuff done, and it's well documented that learning in small chunks is better. Our brains work really well for 10 minutes or so, and then we start wandering off and wanting to watch YouTube or whatever.
It's like long days at rehearsals, doing 8-10 hours of rehearsals. Everyone goes la in the afternoon,
But those first 10 minutes we're sparked up and we're ready to
That's
go.
all they've got.
So that you're utilising 10-minute chunks or 5-minute chunks.
But also what we're saying too is if you do 10 minutes, then give yourself a break and then come back and do another 10 minutes or whatever.
Don't just leave it for 10 minutes for the week. No.
Yeah, but,
I'm assuming that
this is... keep going.
Yeah, this is intensive work that you want to do.
Yeah.
But the other benefit is every little bit that you internalise makes you feel good about the project because you're moving in that direction. So when you do get home and you've got a couple of hours, you've already knocked off, several lines, and they're inside. And the more you're away from the page, the more your brain takes responsibility for learning.
Exactly. It takes responsibility for having it.
If it thinks it's got a page to keep going back to, it will.
You'll never learn
and it won't. You just won't learn it so easily. But if you just say, right, that is gone, you will start, your whole being will start taking it on. It's
Kate taught me this many years ago when we first got together and got married. Yeah, about getting off the page, because, well, that's another thing again, isn't it? We're going into another area altogether.
Yeah, no.
But it is like taking those 5 minutes and remembering what you've already seen on the page, and that makes your mind take responsibility for remembering those lines of a song, of a script, or whatever it is.
Even a dance moves.
Dance moves, yeah, exactly, anything.
Yeah.
But Kate taught me that many years ago, and I really thank you for that.
You're welcome, darling. Okay, so hopefully that will help. Just remember that if I would say I used to keep scores, just handy on my bike. Literally, I did on my bike, and I would be looking at the traffic lights. Quick look. Okay, let's go.
Terror. And we're talking about London. We're not
the
talking about.
traffic lights.
And we're not talking about Australia. Talking London here.
But it works. It works. It really does, and it does it in a way that's a bit like a game. So it's more interesting. It's more fun, and I just think of it as chipping away at that learning.
It's more efficient too.
Yeah.
I mean, the brain can't take a lot of learning all at once.
Yeah, take a small
in one
bite,
hit.
chew it a lot.
Yeah, and just keep doing it, little bits at a time. Keep chewing away at it and just getting it into your head, and that way you'll find you learn it so much faster. Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you for joining us again. Thanks, Kate, for your wisdom. And we'll see you next time on Coffee and Conversation. Bye for now.
Bye.